This video is about equipment that I used on Skybird, and the first thing is the inflatable kayak, which I used for the big tidal waters of Fraser Island, because you could inflate it and lift it ashore. The other essentials, of course, are like EPIRB, which is by the companionway, and the PLB. These are both GPS enabled units. Anchoring was my weak point. I didn't have enough anchor or heavy enough anchors, and I got this cheap one. It's a reproduction. A lot of people won't agree, but it saved my bacon, this 20 pound CQR copy. I used it here typically at a storm with 2 anchors out and 2 anchor weights. Reefing is the other essential item. I fixed up 3 reefing cringles on Skybird. Being an old race boat, she didn't have that. Power, of course, is essential, and I wired up 2 solar panels, 2 times 250 watt solar panels. These are the second lot that's gone on Skybird. Batteries are a big deal. Stored power. Luckily, Skybird needs some weight around the keel, so I had 3 120 amp hour batteries by the time I reached Gladstone. Other essentials is the Raymarine ST1000 tiller pilot. It's not the strongest, not the best. If you keep it dry and you look after it, it's a good tiller pilot. Now, some mistakes like buying cheap electrics like this solar controller, that was we don't do things right all the time, and it failed once, and I used another which I thought was a better quality one, but these were still cheap, sort of non-branded controllers, which any electrician would tell you is not a good idea to do at all. It's do not get cheap electrical equipment. That's definitely a bad thing. Upgrading to a quality controller like this Victron was what I did eventually, and of course that's the sensible thing to do. It's software control on your phone. You can monitor it, and on an old boat, this boat's nearly 50 years old, you're not going to rebuild the whole boat, so the wiring was obviously questionable, and that's the main power controller, which I replaced, the main kill switch. An epiphany, what happened down the Sandy Straits, was buying a cheap small fridge, this 9-litre brass monkey. It only draws a few amps. I checked it out, and it's just transformed the quality of life aboard Skybird. It's really made our life quite enjoyable. You see here it's in the forepeak under the bed. It's only 9-litre. An inverter essential. This is a basic one from JCar, which I've used for years. It runs my laptop straight from the batteries. And the other essential piece of equipment was the kick-ass smart charger, which can be charged off mains power or off my generator, which keeping these lead acid batteries up is essential, otherwise they will disintegrate. This is my generator, which I bought when I was living on the Gold Coast on the boat because of the wet weather. I've really never needed to use it because there's always been enough solar power, but it will run AC tools, of course, so if I have powerful power tools, I can use them aboard. And I keep it in the engine compartment of Skybird because Skybird doesn't have an inboard engine, so it can stay there. This has been essential, the ICOM EIS. I had a very big scare off Cape Byron at night in a storm without the EIS, and I got this, and you can hear it screaming here as we go towards Gladstone. So the other piece of equipment is our old outboard, the 8 horsepower 2-stroke Mercury. Really good quality, a Japanese made Mercury, but not been looked after by previous owners, and I've got it going, and so far so good. It's got to have good fuel. You've got to change your filters regularly, and I've got a custom made 60-litre fuel tank in Skybird, which has to be cleaned out regularly. Basically you get water buildup. Another hazard of any kind of boat is electrolysis, and you can see here the wear on the sacrificial anode on the outboard, you've also got to look after your hull and watch for like paint coming off and any kind of discoloration which can show hull electrolysis. So it's always good to check the hull. And this is Skybird's 50-year-old hull, a lovely old boat, and she's done us really well. And if anyone's got any questions about any other equipment, just message me on Facebook, on YouTube. Thank you.